Hi, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my September TBR. So I'm very excited to do my September TBR. I am filming this way in advance, so I hope I stick to it and that nothing else crops up in between to derail this. But I am attending a book conference in October, so I do have some authors that I want to read before I go to that, and I want to get to them in September because I want to kind of give myself enough time to read them, because one of the issues I ran into for a Polycon was I was a dumbass and left it until like 2 weeks beforehand, and it was impossible. So you live and learn from your mistakes, and let's get into the books I'm going to read. So I'm going to start with the arcs. I have two arcs I need to get to, or that I want to get to, in the month of September. The very first one is The Makeup Test by Jenny L. Howe. This is out on September 13th. And this one is a traditionally published romance that I've actually been super excited about. It's one of my most anticipated traditionally published romances of this year. And this follows these two academic rivals who are both trying to, I think they're both in the same PhD program. Yeah, they're both in the same PhD program, and they both are trying to be the TA, the teaching assistant to this like top professor, and they both end up having to compete against each other to get this position. And so they're both rivals to get this TA thing in like college, and I'm so excited for that because like I was a TA in college, and it's about her studying medieval literature. So I think there's gonna be like some fun like medieval things, kind of, oh my god, I match. Oh, that's why there's a medieval helmet on it. But I think it's gonna be great. And it also says it's sizzling, so I'm curious to see like how oh, I saw the word eroticism. Okay, so that's my first one. And then the second one I want to get to is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. This is the author of The Cheat Sheet. This is her upcoming book, and while it says When in Rome, it's actually in reference to, I think, Rome, Kentucky. Yeah, so it's about this burnt out pop star who ends up getting stranded in Kentucky because her car breaks down. She ends up stranded, I think, near this guy's place, and he is this extremely grumpy owner of a local pie shop, and he ends up letting her crash at his place while her car gets fixed, and the two of them have a romance. And I'm so excited because this is literally everything that I love in a book, minus the fact that no one is a single parent. It's okay, I don't always need a single parent, but I love the fact that she's a burnt out pop star. Like, I love when the girl's super famous and the guy isn't, and she's kind of like in hiding maybe almost, and it's a small town. He makes pies. He's a grumpy pie baker. Like, come on guys, how does that not sound like a recipe for perfection? That was an unintentional pun, but it worked out, did it not? So I'm very excited for this. I haven't read anything from Sarah Adams before. I know a lot of people love The Cheat Sheet, so I'm hoping that I really enjoy this. I think there's really great potential here, so fingers are crossed. Also, I lied. I do have one more arc. This one comes out on the 27th of September. This is The Dark King by Gina L. Maxwell. I recently got this. It's from Entangled Publishing, and it says that it is Neon Gods meets 50 Shades of Grey. What this is about is you're following Bryn, and she got a free trip to Vegas to this exclusive nightclub. The thing is that when she wakes up the next morning after, you know, getting blasted AF, she finds herself married to the reclusive billionaire who owns the hotel. However, it turns out that he's not just a reclusive billionaire, he's also Fae royalty. He is the Fae king of the Night Court, and there's an entire world that lives beneath the veil of Vegas. How cool is that? This is definitely giving me like Lucifer vibes, like Lucifer if you watch that on Netflix, Lucifer, but make it Fae. I dig that. I really dig that. So I'm very excited for this. I'm hoping that it actually is spicy. I think I was flipping through it the other day, and I think I saw something that was like, I was like, all right. Now no longer looking at arcs, we have regular books. I would like to read Juniper Hill by Daphne Perry in the month of September. I would like to continue with the Eden series because I've only read the first one, but I really adored the very first book, and this one here. This here is a small town, single parent, grumpy romance, okay? So this is the Eden series. This one follows, which Eden brother is this? Knox Eden. And you have Memphis. So Memphis is a single mom. She arrives in Quincy, Montana, which is where this entire series is set. And I think her shit is just going crazy because she has a newborn baby, all her life is just going to crap, and she just needs to make ends meet. And she ends up being offered a place to stay with Knox. Now, Knox never said that she could stay with her, but Knox's sister said that Memphis could stay with him. And so she ends up living in like the apartment above his garage, and she has this baby. He is the grumpy chef in town, and the two of them end up falling in love. I'm very excited for it, and so yes. Another book I want to read is Water Under the Bridge. This is by Kels and Denise Stone. I'm very excited for this. They are my friends. I do want to preface that. Kelsey and Denise are friends of mine from Book Talk that I have hung out with. They're really amazing people, and this is their debut novel together. I don't know if there will be a cover yet by the time that I post this video. I have seen the cover. I think it's super cute. So this is a steamy rivals to lovers forced proximity workplace rom-com. That's all I know about it. They haven't really released anything extra apart from that as a description, but I do know that it follows two characters, Avery and Luca, and I'm very excited for it because I love them. Okay, and then we have three authors that I would like to get to before I go to Love in Vegas, which is a romance book convention in October. The first author is going to be QB Tyler. I met QB Tyler when I was at a Polycon. She was the loveliest human being I have ever met in like ever. So I really want to read her books. I want to read Always Been You by her. I think that's the one that I was kind of looking at that I think seemed like it could be the most up my alley. Now QB does write super taboo romances, super taboo and super age gap. So I've always been kind of hesitant because you never really know like if it's going to work for you, because I don't know. I've tried some age gaps before that haven't worked, and I've tried some that have worked. So this is a forbidden age gap romance between Gabriella and James. James is her adopted older brother, and she's been in love with him for years. And when the story starts off, she has just turned 18, and that's when things start to take a turn between the two of them. So I don't know. I also really want to read something from Jennifer Hartman. Jennifer Hartman is an author that I've seen a lot of people talking about. I've seen a lot of people talk about her Still Beating series, but I don't think that one is for me, so I'm not going to read it. But she's going to be at Love in Vegas, so I think I'm going to read her duet series. And so the very first one is Aria. So the description of this book is really vague. It says, when the lead singer of my rock band sets his sights on a pretty waitress, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure she doesn't get in the way of our dreams. My plans unravel when she accidentally spills her darkest secrets to me one night, triggering a profound connection neither of us saw coming. And then when her dark secrets come back to haunt her, she ends up running to him for help. He's just a single dad, and she is actually dating the lead singer of his band. And so I guess it's like this forbidden romance with the two of them. I'm excited. I think this is definitely, kind of gives me like Confidence of Wildflower vibes. Like it's kind of taboo, kind of very emotional, kind of like some things going on there. I don't know. That's all I really have from it, but I'm very curious. I think there could be potentially cheating that comes from this, but cheating isn't like a no-no zone. Like cheating is a no-no zone in real life, but I don't like nix it out when it's in books. So I feel like if that does happen in this book, I'm not too nonplussed about, you know what I'm saying? It sounds always awful when I say that. There is one more author I would like to get to, but I have a feeling that I might not get to her in September, and she might end up being an October read instead, and that is Catherine Cowles, because I've seen a lot of people read her small town romances recently, and I think the one that I want to read is called Tattered Stars. I don't really know too much about it, and the description really didn't give a lot away, except for the fact that there's this girl, she ends up coming back to her hometown after many years after something really tragic happened, and she's trying to make amends, but obviously things end up going very much sideways, and people start setting like threats to her and X, Y, and Z, and you know, she starts to get in danger, and that's when this guy that she's like, I guess, into ends up stepping in and ends up being her protector. I don't know, I'm excited to try this. I've seen some really good things about her, and her covers are super pretty. Like this is a gorgeous cover. So yeah, that's gonna be it. That's my September TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please left button down below. If you want to see more of me, please go to my channel. And until next time, thanks so much everyone. Bye bye.